So what do you do when you first get somewhere? You make it your home, right? How do you make it your home in a different universe? Well, by getting comfy in that universe. You analyze, okay, what is this world like? The planets that they found, right? How would we feel comfortable over here? Well, since we are mostly spiritual beings or light, if we are going to introduce ourselves in those worlds, we must have the comforts necessary for that world. So, what does that mean? It means sharp, pointy ears so we can hear very well. Those noses the lions have to smell very well. Teeth that can bite very well if necessary. Sharp eyes that can see very well if necessary. Some sort of protection around the head from the cold, the elements, a lion's mane, you know. We should probably walk on 2 feet because, well, with four tools to use, two should be used for walking and two should be used for holding, right? Only when you can hold can you truly build something. Ask anybody to build something not with their hands. Impossible, right? It also makes sense why it's the universal model for life. Now you may think, okay, but perhaps 2 sets of legs and 2 sets of hands is even better. Is it? Ask yourself really, is it? Or 6 hands? Or 100 hands? Is it really better? Shiva, is it better? They adapted to the environment that they loved, and apparently the environment they loved was a planet that created its own light, so it was always illuminated, and there was no real sun around it because it was like the sun. There was only like 12 moons. So it was permanently dark but lit. Ironically, that's my kind of favorite. That's my favorite kind of place. Like, like on holidays, after everybody else stops celebrating, I love to drive around and just look at the lights and the things that were built when there's nobody on the streets. It's just beautiful. Apparently, they're also attracted to water because, well, in today's world, cats hate water, theoretically, right? On those homes in the Lyra constellation, they built blueprints for expanding to the rest of the universe. Some projects already got underway. And then what happened? There was another race in this universe called the Draco Reptilians. Who oh, I forgot to mention the most important part. A 90% spiritual being resonates on love, okay? Pure love. Trust me, I know. All I want is pure love. I have not found it in this world yet, except within myself. Think about that. I still crave to find pure love with my soulmate, though. And my soulmate has to be equally old as I am. So these Draco reptilians, equally advanced in their ways, were not spiritual. They were the opposite of spiritual. Instead of love, they prefer fear. Instead of create, they prefer destroy. So after interacting with the Lyrans for a while, I don't know the context. I'm not a politician, and I don't remember. There's no absolute truth within me. But apparently, after a while, the Dracos destroyed the Lyran worlds. This feels like absolute truth to me. I feel like at that time I lost the majority of my brothers and sisters. Very few of us survived. Somehow they all died. And I don't mean physical death, I mean soul death. That is permanent death. Yes, it can happen. I was one of the few survivors. And